subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon. Narrator. In a small town, far from the noise of the city, lived a poor man named Rahim. He worked as a daily laborer, carrying heavy loads at the marketplace. His clothes were simple, his house was broken, but his heart was filled with honesty. Rahim had a wife, Fatima, and 2 sons, Ayan and Samir. Though they lived in poverty, there was love and warmth in their little home. One evening, as Rahim returned home with only a small packet of bread, his friend Adil, a wealthy businessman, met him on the way. Adil, smiling arrogantly, "Rahim, you still live like this? Look at me. I drive cars. I live in a mansion. Do you know why? Because I don't waste time with honesty. Money doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take." Rahim calmly, "Adil, I don't need millions. What I need is peace. I would rather sleep hungry than cheat people." Adil, laughing, "Peace doesn't fill your stomach, my friend." One day you will understand. Rahim smiled weakly and walked home. He placed the bread on the table, and though his children ate less, they still hugged him tightly and said, "Thank you, Abba." Fatima's health began to decline. She coughed constantly and became weaker every day. The doctor told Rahim that Fatima needed urgent treatment, but the cost was far beyond what Rahim could earn in a year. Desperate, Rahim went to Adil once again. Rahim pleading, "Adil, my wife. She is dying. I need money for her treatment. Please help me, Adil." Coldly, "I will give you money, but in return, you must join me in my business. You know what I do. Fraud, bribes, shortcuts. Forget your principles. Choose money or choose misery." Rahim, firmly, "No. I will not sell my soul for money. I will find another way." Adil turned away, leaving Rahim with his tears. Rahim worked day and night, carrying bricks, sweeping streets, doing any job he could find. But Fatima's condition worsened. One night, lying on her bed, Fatima held Rahim's hand. "Fatima," weak voice, "Rahim, promise me one thing. No matter what happens, raise our sons with honesty. Even if they starve, teach them never to lie, never to cheat." "This is my last wish," Rahim, crying. "I promise, Fatima. I promise with all my heart." Soon after, Fatima closed her eyes forever. The house filled with cries of her children and the silence of grief. After Fatima's death, Rahim was broken. Poverty crushed him harder than ever. His sons, Ayan and Samir, struggled in school because they could not pay the fees. Seeing his children suffer, Rahim finally gave in to Adil's offer. Narrator. For the first time, Rahim stepped into the world of lies and fraud. Money began to flow into his house, but along with it came shame and guilt. One evening, Ayan, his elder son, confronted him. Ayan, angrily, "Abba, what are you doing? Mother told you to stay honest. Have you forgotten her last words? Do you think money can wash away betrayal?" Rahim stood frozen, unable to face his son's eyes. Adil grew greedier and planned a massive fraud, but the law caught up with him. The police surrounded his business. Rahim realized he was trapped in Adil's web. At that moment, he remembered Fatima's words and his son's tears. Narrator. Rahim decided to do the right thing. He went to the police and confessed everything. Adil was arrested and sentenced to years in prison. But Rahim, because of his honesty and courage, was forgiven. Though he lost money, he regained something greater, his dignity. One night, Rahim sat with his children. His eyes were full of tears, but his heart was light. Rahim, softly, "My sons, I have failed you many times. But today I want to promise you, never again. We may be poor, but we will live with honor. That is the true wealth. Ayan and Samir hugged their father tightly. Ayan with tears. Abba, we are proud of you. We don't need riches, we need you, an honest father narrator. Closing words. And so Rahim learned that the greatest treasure is not gold, not wealth, not mansions, but truth, integrity, and the love of family. Moral of the story: money can build a house, but only honesty can build a home.